ready to do a commentary run of this. Okay. Alright, so this is Prinny 2, a game that's kind of based off of Ghosts and Goblins a bit, but still has a bunch of different mechanics. It's a platformer. That means that whenever I jump in the air, I'm committed to that direction unless I change with a double jump. So that's one of the main mechanics in terms of the platforming. But when it comes to a lot of other mechanics, I can do a spin to do that goes into a dash. I can do some ground attacks, some air attacks, and the air attacks give me projectiles.
Here we go, dude.
So those are kind of the basic mechanics of this. You can see me spinning and then getting some speed off of that. There's also one more thing with the mechanics. There's stomping, which lets you hit enemies, and I can use a stomp to hit checkpoints, which I'm going to do right there for safety, because that's actually pretty tight. And I'm choosing the Hell's Finest difficulty, like that. Any one hit will kill me. Okay, that's fine. And the life counter you see there, that's just kind of a... There are actually 1,000 lives I have, and if you're playing this casually on Hell's Finest, you will use all 1,000 of those lives. That's just kind of the level of difficulty that's in this game. In terms of speedrunning, though, it's not terrible, because there's no RNG whatsoever in this game. So at the end of every stage, I need to stomp on a little switch there, and then I get taken to the boss. And each of the bosses, you can stomp on them, and then they have a number of skulls on the top right. This one only has one skull, so I just stomp on them once and they get dazed, and they take extra damage while dazed. Now, bosses can go pretty quickly in this game, because when you're in the air, or whenever you attack, the amount of attacks that you get is based off of your mashing speed. So by mashing really fast, you can beat bosses fast. Plus, I'm attacking bosses while I'm in the air, while doing a kind of melee attack. That's because while I'm in the air, I'm doing a projectile attack, but the sword swipes still hit them as well, so I'm basically doing double damage that way.
Here we go.
And then when my combo meter gets full, I get into this break mode where the double damage turns into triple damage. Okay, that jump is pretty tight. This early section is pretty tight and scary. And I can't actually hit the checkpoints here, because if I do, my combo meter will go up, and whenever I get a full combo meter, I get turned into break mode. And as I do that, I get this kind of thing of thunder, and if it happens right here, then the platforms will get destroyed, and I can't continue. So I actually need to route this area towards getting thunder correctly. Right, there's a jump here that's pretty tight. Alright, we did it. If I do it just right, I can break that door and get past before the succubus completely phases in. So, here's one of the easiest bosses.
Here we go, dude.
You just spin right, start attacking, and then he just stands there whenever he gets unstunned, so you can just restun him. So no matter how fast you mash, you can just beat him every time. So, the order I'm doing these stages in actually matters. The story of this game is that I'm gonna pass on the story right now, but each of these first six stages, the stages get harder as you do them.
Here we go, dude!
Or as you go through them. So, in essence, I'm choosing the stages that are faster when I do them earlier, and then I'm choosing stages later that are faster when I do them later. The first stage wasn't really that hard, and even though that was the one time I had my dad. And right here, I'm going to actually use my combo to do a super attack. Kind of screw this up so I can hit the checkpoint. I kind of went off script of what my normal pattern is. Alright, we're good. I kind of have a bit of a script as to how I want each of these stages to go, and if I get off script, my chances of survival aren't very high, but I can sometimes recover. And right here, I'm abusing the fact that when I'm spinning or sliding, I'm invincible. So I can get through enemies just fine. I can't spin forever, though, otherwise I just get dazed, and if I try to go out of the spin without dashing out of it, I get dazed as well. And usually when you get dazed, it's pretty much death because of how chaotic everything is around you. The only really difficult part about that boss is that I need to pause long enough so that they actually shoot at me, so I can get a good pattern, good, nice, fast pattern. So after 3 stages, there's a kind of a mid-boss section that comes up, and the Prinnies, the story is that they're trying to capture a panty thief, so the Prinnies have actually... I've found that they've caught someone in their traps, and default is Flawn. Flawn being one of the residents of the Netherworld Castle, Fallen Angel. It can actually be pretty rough because it's very positioning dependent whether or not I beat her. I was actually scared I was gonna die there. If you notice me, I'm redoing my spin while I'm dashing. It just refreshes my dash, because dash doesn't last forever, but I can respin and refresh my dash. It's just kind of a weird quirk. So now we're in the volcano stage, which... And by volcano stage, I mean underwater stage. Okay, this part's rough. Okay. Getting past that electric part is really tight. Okay. I'm moving in very specific ways to make sure that I don't get hit. If the enemies move in ways as well, specific ways. And here is a vehicle section that you're supposed to do, but you can just skip it with a few precise jumps. And vehicles are really slow in this game. The next stage, I'll actually board a vehicle for 3 seconds, and you'll be able to see exactly how slow it is. Dang it! So, by playing on a PS3 controllers, and how I have to hold my controller, sometimes I'll accidentally be holding R2, which will make me use the brake attack whenever I do a normal attack. And that's what happened there. It's just kind of how I have to grip my controller to play this game. And there's no good way to do this if you don't hit this. There are just so many precise sections in this entire run. But if I'm getting one part wrong, then I can just spiral out of control. This game can be pretty scary to play. Alright, Wu Fen. Wu Fen is this boss here. The damage is very, very tight. And if I don't one cycle, it's really hard to actually beat her. Okay. It's actually a quite complicated strat. I have to do it in an incredibly precise way, and it's not obvious how I have to do it. That's all I'll just say about that. I'll just say that that was a good fight and a precise one. Okay, Swamp. So when running this game, I went back and forth on the stage order with this specific stage, where sometimes I put Swamp first, sometimes I put Swamp fifth. And I have to concentrate here because I'm not quite on what I'm used to seeing. Ah! Okay. I went off the rails there, and I tried to recover, but it's really hard. So my point earlier was how I routed it. So sometimes I had this at first, sometimes I had it at fifth when routing this. And based off of things that I found, like small time save I found in the stage, doing it fifth is actually faster. But there were points when I was routing it where it was faster to do this first. Sometimes I die there, and if I do, it's not a big deal because I just barely hit a checkpoint. It's really hard to not die there, but if you do die, it's not a big deal. Okay, I got a couple of pretty precise skips coming up here, and I missed it, so I'm just gonna reset. I can pretty much skip the rest of the stage. I get it. I get this part correct. Okay. This is the pattern I'm used to. So here's the one vehicle section. Well, there's one more later. But because the vehicle goes so slow, I'm actually gonna do this entire part in midair. And use my brake attack So go over the stage. There's the end. Kinda didn't do the very end correctly, but whatever. So if I do this fight correctly, it's gonna look really cool.
Got it, dude. I can do it, dude. I can do it, dude. I can do it, dude.
There we go. A triple boss fight, and you have to fight all three of them independently. But because there's no RNG, I can manipulate them exactly how I want. And it feels so good every time I get that. So, the reasoning for the my stage order is that the first few stages get pretty long and hard if you do them later. So I just, do them first. The first was the wind stage, and the reason why I did it first is because if you do it later, you get back wind. Sakura Palace is second because there are a lot of doors that you have to break through, and that just takes a while. And then I do this one specifically last, because depending on which stage you choose last, you get an Ultra Boss fight, which they're all really long, but this stage you just don't get an Ultra Boss fight, so that's pretty much the entire reason why you do it last. Plus, there are a bunch of minor skips you can do. There are some minor skips that you can do in this stage by doing it last. That being said, it's still the longest stage, just because of those required vehicle sections, and even if you do it earlier, it's really long and windy. There! That little pause killed me. I was right on the edge of the platform. I needed to jump at the very edge.
Gotta be stronger, dude.
That's the strat. Not much to say about this one. Well, I guess I could say because I'm doing it last, you see all these sections with the, like this section right here that I had to just kind of fly over using enemies. The ground only kills you when you play on later stages, or later parts of the, like as your last stage. But it's still fast. So here's a skip that you can only do if it's part of a later stage, and I totally screwed it up.
Gotta be stronger, dude.
Alright, that works. I need to kind of abuse some of the hitboxes and hurt boxes. And I skip a decent part of the stage that I couldn't otherwise do if I chose this stage earlier. So this boss right here, it's a double boss. There's one specific part that's...
Here we go,
There's
dude.
one part of this fight that I'll sometimes die at. Well, I just killed the dude anyway. But not... I won't oftentimes kill the first dude in one cycle. But if I do, it's easy. It's kind of a backup strat where I can move him and then kill him with chip damage. So now that we've done the first 6 stages, we've captured another guy. The Prinnies have captured another guy, so we go to the balcony. And it's the actual Panty Thief.
Here we go, dude. What the hell?
And a giant Demon Lord in the background. I don't actually know what she's doing there. So here, after one cycle, puts up a barrier that I need to chip down. And because on the second cycle I'm actually doing triple damage by having the combo full, I can 2-cycle them. It actually took me a good amount of time to come up with that strat. Because too often, when I tried to get the second cycle, he would just hang out in that... inside that kind of iceberg, and I can't... I'll die if I touch that. So, Thief got away, and now we're just gonna chase after him to his, hideout. So no matter what the stage order is, these final stages are going to be the same every time. Doesn't mean that they're going to be easy in any way. These kind of spinal platforms, they're really buggy. I'm off the rails. Alright, we're fine. That's the first checkpoint I can hit. And here I'm intentionally going to remove my combo meter. Because when I hit a donut, I get a full combo meter, and the electricity there is going to kill that guy. And that's really the only good way to kill that guy. This part is scary. I can kill myself. If I don't kill myself here, I just want to get rid of those enemies. And there's just no way to do that. Get past that without killing yourself, because this is probably the most dangerous section in the entire run, right here. Not only do I need to get this slide off, but I need to do a jump right after that I suspect is frame perfect or close, and I got it. Okay. And even after I get that really hard jump, it's not over. So this boss took me a while to get correct as well. It's another boss that I have to 2-cycle and I have to stomp on 3 times. And he really likes to hang out way in the air. On top of that, you have that ship in the background just throwing these fireballs wherever you're at. And you're very likely to die if you're trying to get damage in while those fireballs are happening. It's pretty chaotic, but I finally found the strat, also. The victory of falling into a bottomless pit. Alright, so this is the longest stage in the game because it's a boss rush. There's kind of
Here we go, dude.
7 individual, like, mini stages here. I kinda screwed this up, but it's... wow.
Finished.
I totally screwed that up.
Gotta be stronger, dude.
Alright, second try. I don't really have a strat, I just kind of go and it usually works. Yeah, there's kind of 7 mini stages followed by a boss after each one. And then you fight all the bosses that you fought previously, but you fight kind of a medium-powered version of them,
Gotta be stronger, dude.
as if you chose the stage 4th.
Count on me, dude. Right, dude. Count on me, dude.
Ah, just off.
Gotta be stronger, dude. I can do it, dude.
Alright.
I can do it, dude.
I kind of screwed it up again.
I can do it, dude.
Using the spin, if you have a full combo, can also be similar to a stomp. So,
Gotta
I
have
just did
guts,
that as
dude.
a safe backup strat there. Oh, that's... yeah.
Gotta be
I don't
stronger,
quite know
dude.
what to do if I don't hit my strat. Those guys with flames on their head, you actually have to hit them in a very precise spot so that you don't die. You have to hit them on their shoulder. I say precise a lot in this game, but that really is what this run is. It's just tons of precision all throughout.
Gotta be stronger, dude.
Like, at AGDQ 2015, I did Prinny 1, and it took me, I don't know, half a year, if that, to get good enough at the game that I could submit it to a marathon. Prinny 1, it took me 2 years to get good enough at the game that I felt comfortable putting it into a marathon. And there's no, like, one spot I can point to and saying, like, this spot is really hard, it took forever to figure this out, or this spot is really hard, or anything in general, like a general thing that makes it really hard. It's just tons of little things here and there. Okay, this one is pretty rough. This is the fast strat if I can get it.
None does power. Gotta be stronger, dude. Maybe Agapul? Ha! I can do it.
try that. There we go. That fight is super scary because I can't always control what they do. I try to, but it doesn't always work. There are like 3 or 4 different patterns I end up getting just based off of tiny movements I do. This fight is actually easier because we have less health than last time, so I can very easily kill that guy in one cycle. And there's no ice physics, not that it really makes it harder. This strat here, looks really cool. Man. As you can probably tell, like, a lot of these strats I've come up with have been the result of many, 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 many deaths. But by getting it all set up, once you get it all set up, it just comes together beautifully. I shouldn't have done the charge. This one I weirdly have troubles with it. I'm completely off rails now.
Got it, dude.
Okay. Alright. Usually it's actually a different spot I die on this little mini stage a lot. It's not uncommon for me to see a bunch of deaths there. But, whatever.
Here we go, dude.
So this version of Sage is just as easy as the first time I fought it. It's the exact same pattern. It's subject to the same thing.
Here we go, dude. Here we go, dude.
This is another part that's precise. If you go too early, you just die. If you go too late, you die. And I actually need to do double damage against that pot. So I need to be close enough in the air when I'm attacking it to not die. Alright. So Black Prinny. You noticed there's no, wrong spot. Okay. I have to kill 100 Prinnies here, and they all move in different ways. Each one has the same kind of movement, but there's no visual indication of what they do. Thankfully, there is this, there's the safe spot here, and shoutouts to Green Z Saber for telling me about it. Because I kind of refused to speedrun this game, unless there was some way to do this fight consistently. And last CGDQ, I talked to Green Z Saber, and I'm like, yeah, the reason why I don't, one of the main reasons why I don't speedrun this game is because this fight is a huge pain, and I can't figure it out. And he's like, oh, there's a safe spot right here. And now I can actually do speedruns of this game. You know, the old strat I had was to actually use the spin while I was in combo, at full combo meter, to beat all the Prinnies consistently. But, or not really consistently, but to just beat all the Prinnies one by one. But I'd have to actually pay attention to the AI of every single one of them. And I tried to come up with some kind of pattern to memorize all the movements of all 100 of them, and it just never worked.
Here we go, dude!
Because trying to memorize the patterns of 100 separate enemies is kind of hard. Alright, final stage. The stage itself isn't anything too fancy. I have to play it a bit safe here. And that's the first checkpoint I'll hit. There's a big gap there, so I have to use the brake just kind of as a long jump. And then I'm gonna go in. I screwed up the strat. Yeah. That part there is really hard to get through, and it took me a while, but I actually came up with a strat to go in between some of the platforms. Is this gonna work? No. I did that slightly wrong.
Got it, dude.
Alright.
I'll give it my all, dude.
Third try.
I'm finished.
Fourth try. Can do a fourth try.
Gotta be stronger, dude. Final blow, dude.
There we go.
Yeah, dude.
And so one time you'll see Yam. There were Yams on other parts of the stages before, but it's the only time you'll ever see it, because you go really slow when using it. I'm supposed to use my combo meter there, but didn't quite get it. Fortunately, that's not much of a time loss. Alright, got fast movement. There we go. I used a charge stomp there to kill that guy. Kind of a pain. And that part there that I just went through is really scary because when you fill your meter and the lightning appears, you can often die to your lightning, just moving the mushrooms just a little bit. dash right in and then stomp on the final platform. They try and guard it, but you can just barely get in. Alright. So, penultimate boss. This guy stole it in his panties, so we need to punish him. Alright, I think that'll still work.
Can you dodge this?
Count on me, dude. I can do it, dude.
That's perfect.
Okay, good. I just need good position here. Good. If I didn't get him stunned at that exact moment, then he would get another barrier, and it would make the fight go a lot longer. And a lot scarier. So, with that in his panties, now that we've cut the thief, he's gonna do his, final... show his final creation with his panties.
Here we go, dude.
And make a giant version of...
Count on me, dude. Count on me, dude.
this fight.
I can do it, dude.
I need to concentrate for it. It's not easy. So now that that cube is gone, I need to hit these things, which opens the switches for the cannons. And the cannons are my only source of actually doing damage. The yellow ones do less damage, but take less to break. And I'm trying to attack these while I'm in midair to do double damage, and it's actually kind of precise. I actually got it in time though, so good. And I need to hit the do damage at very specific points so that I get more damage in. If I do this, once I break this, it's over. Evie! So while she's charging, she has extra defense, so I actually need to... hit her with the purple attacks when she's not doing her charging. And right there is actually the scariest attack, and it goes for a very long time. Whew. I'm glad I got both of those first try. I'll say that. Oh, God. I'm sweating.
All my research.
Woo! Good run. That's how you PB.
Yeah.